it's Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery here with this month's, well, I guess it's for the month of October, but between shipping kind of late and everything that was going on in November, I'm not getting it done and posted until now. So the October breed study package from LONGWAY Homestead. So I haven't opened it yet. I think I know what breed's in here, but I'm not 100% sure, so I apologize for the crinkling, but one moment. I'll get this open. I've had this sitting on my desk for a few days, and I've been very patient. Not really. I'm not really a patient person. Alright. So we got Romney, just like I thought. So, breed of the month, Romney. Cute picture. Romney sheep come from the Romney Marsh, a salt marsh in southeast England, which was made habitable by an ancient system of drainage, ditches, and seawalls. They grow excellent fleeces even in wet conditions. They were first imported to America in 1904, and they thrive in humid climates like the Pacific Northwest. They are a large sheep who are friendly and can also be used for meat. They have been used as well in the development of other breeds such as the Rommeldale and Coopworth breeds. And then on the back it shows a few pictures of the locks. Romney wool can range from medium coarse to fine. Have incredible luster. Natural shades of Romney go from black to steel gray, silver, white, and some brown. They can felt, but they won't all felt the same. Some are more downy than others. I find the downier ones felt better. Average staple length 4 to 8 inches, fiber diameter 29 to 45 microns, which is a huge range. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Fleece weight 8 to 12 pounds are usually a pretty big fleece, and distinct locks with uniform bold crimp. All right, so it looks like this. So I do want to talk a bit about Romney because I did know this was coming, so I actually had the forethought to think about what I wanted to say. So if you'll remember, when I spun the fleeces from my aunt, Poppy's fleece was a Romney fleece. Now Poppy was a prize-winning Romney sheep once upon a time. She's a little older now. And her fleece was just phenomenal. I still have some of it, so I might spin some of it to compare for you. Now this is not bad, but it's not as soft as Poppy was, which is not surprising. The thing about Romney fleeces is in some ways they're kind of like Shetland fleeces. So you know how Shetland has a huge variety, and anything you want to make, you can find a Shetland fleece to match it. Romney's a lot like that. So if you draw a X and Y axis, then it's like, let's see, coarse, fine, downy, silky. All right, so assuming that every single fleece in the world falls somewhere in here. So coarse to fine, downy to silky. With downy being more of a matte look, silky being shinier, and then it also applies to the qualities in terms of drape and such. All right, so this fleece falls, I'm gonna say pretty much in the exact middle of coarse and fine, and then a little bit over here as to silky. Now Poppy's fleece fell more around here for fineness, and then probably around here for silkiness. And silkiness is also gonna affect drape. Does that make sense? Like I can say that fleeces fall on a spectrum, but to me the word spectrum is kind of like a 2 sides and then it falls in between. Fleeces are more like an X and Y axis. So I think that makes sense. And Shetland fall all over the place on here too. But yeah, Romney can fall anywhere. There's not one specific definition for a Romney fleece. They're very varied. So this one's pretty much middle of the ground, and it has some gray hairs interspersed in there, so it's gonna get a little bit of, what is the word, heathered appearance when it's done. So I'm probably going to spin this up, do a 2-ply like I always do, and I might dye it. I'm thinking maybe red. I've been wanting some red yarn lately. It should have some good drape, just based on what I can feel for the qualities so far. Should be fairly drapey. So I'm gonna get this spun. We're gonna see what the yarn looks like, and then I'll probably just do a really basic dye job, just like in a jar. The quickest, easiest, and least messy way I can manage. So let's get started. So all the spinning and dye work for the breed study for this month is done. Well, for the month of November. This actually won't come out until December. Anyway, this is what I ended up with. So I just added jacquard, I believe it was cherry red, to the pot, and then just added all three of these in no particular order. So they all dyed together. They're all matching. It is interesting because I used a more relaxed drafting method than I did with my other batch of poppy. They ended up being really hairy. They're really light and fluffy and hairy. I guess I ended up doing a more woolen draft instead of a worsted draft. The only problem with this is that I was originally planning on weaving with these, and as hairy as they are, I think they would end up making it a little bit too difficult to weave with them as warp. So not sure what I'm doing with them yet. They did actually soften up during the dyeing and washing process, so they could be something potentially wearable. I just don't know what yet. So pretty cool looking. Another fun breed study. I don't actually have very many of these packages left coming because I only subscribed for a year, and I'm pretty sure they repeat, like the breeds, if you do more than a year. So I'm thinking I might do something different. I just don't know what yet. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you so much for watching. If you like my work and would like to see more, please follow the links in the description below to my Instagram and blog, or show your support by buying me a coffee. Most of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.